Jeff Gordon, and he told us on NASCAR Today earlier before we started our race coverage that he was ready to turn the season around, and he may be doing that this weekend. The white flag is coming out, and Jeff Gordon, the defending NASCAR Winston Cup champion, who has gotten off to a horrible start in 1996, is about to win his first race of the year if he can hold off Jarrett for another half lap.
And Bobby Hamilton was able to get by Rusty Wallace back for the 6th spot. Here we come.
Here comes the checkered flag. It's going to be Jeff Gordon winning, Jarrett second, third goes to Musgrave.
Wow, how about that? So Jeff Gordon does get everything untracked here at the Richmond Raceway.
It's his 10th career win, his last since Dover 9 races ago. We're going to go to Mike Tirico right now. His average finishing position in the last 6 races. Here's Jerry Punch.
And Ray Evernham comes over and gives a big congratulations to his young driver. They talk about, hey, Ray said, I told you if we just be patient, we would be there. As we're ready now, as Jeff Gordon gets ready to climb out of the car, and the fans have crowded the fences to hear. Let's take a listen. Jeffrey, congratulations. Oh, he's not going to get, this guy will never get cold after winning a race. Jeff, congratulations on a great effort.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. We needed this so bad. You know, it's been a tough couple of races. You know, we knew we had a lot of races left to go, and man, I tell you, I've been, you know, seeing the guys more. I wanted to make sure their morale wasn't getting down. I mean, I'm real interested in, you know, making sure this team doesn't come into this year and fall on its face. And this is a day we've been looking for a little while here, and we've been searching. And I tell you, it feels so good to be able to do this today. These guys, they needed it. I needed it. This is a refreshing feeling.
But halfway through the race, Rick Hendrick turned to me and said, that young man is showing so much maturity by not using up the race car and being patient.
Well, we had a great car on a long run, and you know, at the beginning, we only had to deal with a couple cars. Then all of a sudden, these Fords come out of nowhere, the 99 and the 88. I was like, man, what has happened? And then I come on the race. I said, have we slowed down or have they speed up? They said, no, they've gotten faster. So I knew in the long run we'd still reel them in, and that's the effort that Ray Evernham, these Rainbow Warriors, and myself, we all put in all day yesterday in practice. We knew we had a good car, you know, and we came here and we did the best that we could with it. And today, you know, having a win, I got to thank God. God has been with me through the ups and the downs, and it was difficult for 2 races to finish back in the 40th place back there anyway. And I think he's really been with me, especially today.
And that's bad. That's all history, right? It's all gone. 42nd and 40, that's all history.
Well, we moved up quite a bit in points anyway.
Oh, the monkey's off their back as he gets a big hug from Carlin and Rick Hendrick and Jeff Gordon back in victory lane here in 1996.
Now let's show you what resulted in what we saw just a few minutes ago. Jeff Gordon wins his first race of 1996 here today in the Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond International Raceway. We will be in Atlanta next weekend. For Ned Jarrett, Benny Parsons, John Kernan, Bill Weber, and Dr. Jerry Punch, this is Bob Jenkins. So long, everyone.
He hit the wall. Hit the wall. There's damage to the right side of his car.
Oh my gosh, and Jeff Gordon goes to the inside in the second turn. They run side by side through there. And let's see what happens off the corner.
We can see the damage on the right front of Dale Jarrett's car.
And Gordon takes the lead.
But here comes Jarrett back.
Jarrett in front.
Now here comes Gordon back on the inside.
Well, we got a race. We have a heck of a race. They're even into 1. Gordon pulls ahead. Here's the white flag for Jeff Gordon. Less than a lap to go for Jeff. There's Bill Elliott in the pit stop. This will be a quick splash and go. We'll watch Jeff and see if that DuPont Chevrolet stays running until the checkered flag drops. He's got a half a lap to go.
Earnhardt's out of gas.
Earnhardt also out of gas.
43 cars out of gas. Bobby Hamilton, everybody running out of gas right here. Does Jeff Gordon have enough?
Is Jeff going to make it? Here he comes off the 4th corner. He is going to make it. Jeff Gordon wins the Trans-South Financial 400, his 2nd consecutive victory at
Darlington, and his 11th career win, 9th on a super speedway.
We'll have Bobby Labonte in second place and Ricky Blake in third. Rusty Wallace in fourth. Terry Labonte fifth.
Ted Musgrave unofficially in 6th position. Well, we'll find out just how much fuel he had. He had enough to win it.
Jeff, congratulations on a great effort. Somewhat of a gamble there on fuel.
Oh, man, I tell you, we had an awesome car all day today, and that was a long run there. We knew we could make it on gas. I didn't think the 88 could make it on gas. Hey, good job, man, good job. And so, you know, we did gamble, but this car worked so good that I kept driving it too hard, and I kind of wore my tires out there at the end, and Dale gave us a real fight, and when he got by me, I thought, you know, if they can go all the way, it's pretty much over, but, you know, it looked like I could stay with him. I didn't know if I could beat him, but he got in the wall there a little bit around the lap car, and, you know, I fought him from there on out, but got to really thank DuPont Automotive Finishes. Goodyear had a great tire today. Quaker State Motor Oil, this is their second win this year, so we're real happy, we're proud, and got to thank God he was certainly with me today.
Jeff, a handful of cars ran out of fuel in that last lap, including Dale Earnhardt. How much do you think you had left? I mean, Evernham said it was going to be very, very close.
Well, those guys are pretty accurate. You know, when they tell me something, I believe in them, and I never saved fuel one time. I mean, I ran it as hard as I could. I had to save my tires more than anything, so I don't know. I bet it's pretty close. If they say it's close, that means it's close. But, you know, that's what wins races. A great team like this, they can gamble. They can make close calls like that. Great pit stops all day long. I mean, consistency was there, and this is a great day. We're real proud of everybody involved, and it's great to be in Victory Lane in Darlington, man. This is wonderful.
And the 1995 Series champ gets his second win here in 1996. He won at Richmond. Now he wins at the track Too Tough to Tame. Bob?
Take a look at the unofficial results. You will see.
We got a new leader. There he is, Jeff Gordon. The DuPont Automotive Finishes Chevrolet just a couple of laps ago passed Bill Elliott to take over the lead. And here's how it happened. He coming off the second corner. The 29 car of Steve Grissom moved over, let these fellas go. Elliott moves high and just lets Jeff Gordon go on.
With the rain starting to come down, you see Ray now motioning to some of the officials that his car is jumping around on the racetrack, and that Jeff Gordon is complaining the car is getting loose out there. So now Ray is beginning to complain a little bit to the NASCAR official.
And yellow, no, they're calling for one. Yellow flag is coming out right now.
Caution out because of rain. The announcement has just been made. The race has been called at this point at the conclusion of 343 laps, and Jeff Gordon is the winner. And look at his incredible climb in the points. 42nd in points after Daytona, 43rd after Rockingham. Then the climb began with a victory at Richmond. He finished third at Atlanta, moved to 16th in the points. At Darlington last week, his win moved him to 9th, and with the win today here at Bristol, Jeff Gordon is now 6th in the points. Let's go down to our McDonald's Winner Circle interview and Jerry Punch.
This might be the most unusual victory lane we've done, sitting up here in a nice leather recliner, Jeff, but you drove it hard all day. Congratulations.
Well, right now it's the only dry place, but I guess you're giving me the official word because I've still been waiting for that official word, but
it is official, right? Let me ask you, it is official. Okay, then. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're the winner.
Well, thank you, Jerry. You know, this isn't the way, of course, we want to win this thing, but we did have a strong car. You know, you kind of want to see that checker flag, but we did our part for what part of the race we did run, and I got to thank those guys on the DuPont Chevrolet. They were great. They did a good job. You know, they got me in and out of the pits when we needed to. But we weren't the fastest car yesterday in that last practice, and we had a great car today. So I'm real proud of them. This is pretty amazing. You know, it's just not the same, I know, but it's pretty amazing to the way things have been going for us. And you know, I can't believe we just won at Bristol this way. This is amazing.
You know, you're sitting here waiting for the word, Jeff, and about 2 minutes ago, Earnhardt walks in and just sticks out his hand and says, "Congratulations, you're the winner. I'm out of here." And he congratulated you before you even knew you had won it.
Yeah, I think he's got a little more pull than all of us, and he had the direct line to who makes the calls. But I think he's on his way to Japan. But I know when he told me that, I figured it was pretty official. That's as official as we need around here.
3 wins in the last 4 outings, and the guy goes from 9th to 6th in the point standings as the climb continues for the reigning Winston Cup champion, Jeff Gordon, who wins today here at Bristol.
Whose time was 178.8. At 178.8 is now in jeopardy as Gordon comes on the track.
Well, I'll guarantee you he'll leave nothing to chance. This kid's going to give it everything he has. You talk about a guy that can run Charlotte Motor Speedway, Jeff Gordon can.
And the numbers prove that. He's only run 6 times here in a Winston Cup car. In those 6 runs, he's got 3 poles, a win, a 2nd, and a 5th. In Grand National, the last 2 times he ran, he won the pole and the race. This guy gets around.
183.8 is the record. It belongs to this man, set in qualifying a year ago. He did a 29.370, and he is the 1994 600 winner. Here he comes out of Pittsboro, Indiana, down to take the checkers. Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new pole sitter for the Coca-Cola 600, and the crowd's hooping it up. 29.384, 183.773. Not a record, but within a tick.
Ken, I have to tell you, he didn't have a great second turn over there. If he'd have got through turn 2, he would have been right down on the flat, I think. He was really flying around the racetrack after turn 2.
None of those Chevys are down on the line, are they?
Jeff Gordon cordially signing a few autographs after winning the pole. Nice smile. Good for you guys. $41,000, not bad in the kitty, and another pole here for the 600.
This place has been really good to us, and you know, it's all about combination. And between Hendrick Motorsports, DuPont Automotive Finishes, Ray Evernham, those Rainbow Warriors, and myself, we've got a great combination here. It's good to be in the Busch Clash, man. We've been trying to get in that thing all year long, and we've been so close, and Terry's been knocking us off these poles here lately, and feels good. Feels real good.
Does the speed of qualifying in any way automatically transfer to how that car is going to work over 600 miles?
Well, you know, this car seems to have a little bit better downforce than the car that we had for the Winston Select. Who knows? You know, I think that we're going to have to work pretty hard to keep up with those Fords there. They seem to be really, really strong when it comes to long runs, and they got a lot of downforce now. And, you know, hey, I think things are about as even as they've ever been. We got to be a team. We've got to come together. It's all about pit stops and how well you do on the track. And I think this is one of the best teams in the garage. So I feel pretty good about Sunday.
I hope you have fun Sunday. We're going to have fun watching you.
Looking forward to it.
Jeff Gordon had one of the fastest cars in practice. He backed it up with a 23.258 in time trials, setting a new track record at 154.785 miles per hour. The remaining 24 drivers did their best, but could not bump the 1995 Winston Cup champ from the pole. For Jeff, it was his 12th career #1 starting spot.
No, being on the pole is great, and you know, this is a track that track position means a lot, and we got the best track position that we can get starting on Sunday. Now we just got to make sure we can keep it up there.
Have their consistency together as much as anything else. Gordon looking.
Here he comes on the bottom side. That'll open up the door for the team car also. Terry Labonte will probably take advantage of this.
So Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte making the Hendrick sweep to the front now. Jeff Gordon, he has worked himself around through traffic with no problems now. This would be his 4th win of the year if he holds on. He has won at Richmond, he won at Darlington, he won at Bristol Raceway in Tennessee, which is now Bristol Motor Speedway, by the way. They announced that with new ownership from Bruton Smith, as you well know. They changed the name. Oh, problem, main straightaway. Kenny Wallace will spin. Jeff Gordon. It'll be the 8th win of the year for Chevrolet, and the 13th career victory for Jeff Gordon out of Pittsboro, Indiana. He will win the Miller 500. Terry Labonte will come home in 2nd, Dale Earnhardt 3rd, Ernie Irvin 4th, and a lap down, Bobby Labonte will come home in the 5th spot. Jimmy Spencer holds off Rusty Wallace to take 6th, ahead of Wallace in 7th, and $38,000 of a bonus going to Jeff Gordon. He wins this race from the Busch pole and takes home the Unocal Challenge. Happy bunch of folks down in Victory Lane here at Dover, Delaware. The Miller 500 goes to that young man, Jeff Gordon. Let's hear from him. Glenn Jarrett's in the middle of the celebration. Glenn?
Well, he's got to do a little victory dance, first of all. Jeff, we monitored a lot of your radio conversations today. Let Brooke in here. Of course, this is the most important part. And I know how tough it was. The car came to you for a while. It would go away. Just one of those up and down days. But, boy, right at the end, she was awesome.
Well, you know, we made a decision. We'd gone 10 laps on tires. We said anytime we go 10 laps on tires that we're going to pit. And, you know, Ray made the right decision, just got us behind. And once we got behind, the car was pushed and it was loose. It was everything but perfect. And then those guys busted off a stop, got me out front, and the car was perfect from there on. So I figured, hey, I just need to be up front is all it is. But, you know, it took us a little while to get back up there. But, again, we're here in DuPont country. It's really good to have that DuPont Automotive finish at Chevrolet right here in Victory Lane, man.
What about when you got a car that's that good, you can take it pretty much, you're clearly better than the rest of the field in the last 100 miles or so, maybe 150. You're out front. Do you start to hear gremlins?
Oh, yeah, you know, I mean, all I was waiting for was a caution, and I thought for sure there was a caution. Once we got inside 10 laps, I thought we were pretty good, but, you know, you never know in this business. I mean, NASCAR racing, anything can happen, and, you know, luckily it went all the way. We were hoping that it would.
Well, it was a lot more than luck. They had a perfect race car. Now, John Boy, I want to tell you something. If you're listening, I'm not going to try to kiss Brooke today, and if you didn't pick Jeff Gordon, you missed another one. Let's go to Randy.
And right now, that will mean he'll finish no better than 29th, depending if Rusty Wallace can come back. You've also got Hutch Strickland out there. It could bypass him, but no better than 29th for Dale Earnhardt as the battle for the lead heats up again. Either the tires are going away for Bodine, or Jeff says to Ray Evernham, I'm going anyway.
That's right, Eli. I just figured it out. Right now, Jeff Bodine has about 140 miles on his left side tires. So, and Jeff Gordon has about 30 or something like that. So it's just a matter of Jeff Gordon was patient. He ran him down. He waited till Jeff slipped a little bit and just drove by him.
So Gordon will take the lead at lap 150. We're just 50 laps away from the finish. Jeff Gordon. He'll be coming to the white flag this time by. 13 career NASCAR Winston Cup wins right now. Looking for his 5th win of this season.
He's going to put a pretty big dent in the gap he had between himself and Earnhardt in the point standings.
Just joining us, Dale Earnhardt with engine problems finished back in 32nd position. White flag for Jeff Gordon. He ran this car at Charlotte. He ran it at Dover Downs International Speedway a couple of weekends ago. And here he has it again. Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte both led today. That is the 10th race of the year that both men have led. What does that say about Hendrick Motorsports?
Boy, very strong. This race car's been good. But the Attaboy Award, as far as I'm concerned today, Jeff Bodine. What a great run in third.
But here come the DuPont colors. Things are really going to tighten up atop the NASCAR Winston Cup point standings, working turn 3 for the final time. Jeff Gordon, his 5th win of 1996, his first at Pocono in the books. And he does it again from the Busch pole. Another Unocal challenge is his. $7,600 of an additional bonus to Jeff Gordon and the DuPont Racing Team. We will follow them to victory lane as soon as we come back. Jeff Gordon wins. Ricky Rudd is 2nd. Jeff Bodine is 3rd here at Pocono. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon pulling out of that DuPont Chevy. Tired but very satisfied young man. Glenn, a lot of smiling faces.
Well, and obviously the biggest smiling face, Jeff Gordon. I told you right before the race, or at the beginning of the show, he felt like this place owed him one. And, man, you dominated here again.
Well, you know, we just hung in there all day long. I don't know if this place owed us one or not, but we've run very strong here, and we've been capable of winning here many times. And something's happened. So you can imagine what was going through my mind at the end of this race. I was like, what's going to break? What's going to happen? What am I going to do? Every time I shifted, I was like, man, am I going to miss and go to 2nd? I didn't know what was going to happen. But Rusty had a strong car, and, you know, I hate to see him fall out. are having trouble. But I think we had something for him. We were the only one that had anything for him. He's the only one that had anything for us. But the DuPont Automotive finish at Chevrolet was awesome today, man.
Jeff, you really cut into Dale Earnhardt's points lead today. I tell you, I haven't seen the exact figures yet, but it's going to be close after today.
Well, you know, we've had our problems this year, and he hasn't had very many problems. And you know, you don't wish any bad luck on anybody. You don't want to see anybody have problems. But you know, today we just did our job, and that's what really counts. These guys are great. They're giving me a great race car. We'll take Blacker everywhere we can go. Now this thing is awesome. But these guys got it done to pits also.
As you said, 5 wins this year, his 4th from the pole. Randy?
Motor Trend Television, then NHRA Today, the Winston NHRA drag racers, giving you all the doings for the straight line set. That's coming up following our telecast here on TNN today. Buddy Baker enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, and happy Father's Day to Buck Baker, my dad.
For Buddy Baker, for Phil Parsons, Glenn Jarrett, and Randy Pemberton, I'm Eli Gold. Our congratulations to Jeff Gordon. He dominated today and ends up in victory lane. We'll talk to you next week. Till then, you have a good week. So long from Pocono.
Got to have a good handling car, and we've been working on that hard.
Ernie Irvin's had pretty good finishes lately. The 5th at Michigan and the 4th at Dover. 24 car, 1 lap down.
I think I'm here with Lake Speed, one of Benny Parsons' favorite drivers, because Spam, of course, is the main sponsor, and now Uncle No Name Hawaiian Lemonade is secondary sponsor. Benny loves it.
I know. I tell you what, you get a Spam burger and some lemonade, and you're ready to go, aren't you?
4th quick so far. How was the ride?
The car was pretty good. We didn't expect to be real fast, but we feel like the car really raced good. We kind of decided we would rather race good than we had qualified good, and really kind of made those sacrifices, we feel like.
Was there a lot of adjustment you had to do with the car because of the 5-degree increase in spoiler from February?
Not really. We didn't have time. If you notice, because of the inspection taking so long, we didn't have time to do much. I only got on the racetrack, I think, 3 or 4 times, period. So we made some minor adjustments, but nothing major.
The Spam man, Lake Speed's in the race.
And a new pole sitter. What a surprise. Jeff Gordon, 47.930 seconds, 187. I mean, a new pole by a whole mile an hour. Wow. And that's only his first lap, folks. 187.774 miles per hour. And this morning, this guy was clocked at over 188, Benny Parsons, in practice, 188.001. He was by far the fastest car among the 43 that went on the track to practice early this morning.
Well, right now, I think Ray Evernham, if Jeff had his radio hooked up, Evernham would probably tell him to just park because that lap may be good enough. But you've got Sterling Martin, you've got several cars, Dale Jarrett yet to go, and those cars will run fast. Here comes Gordon. Did he pick it up like the other cars have been picking it up? If he did, we're looking at 188 plus miles per hour.
Faster, I mean is faster, 47.652, 188.869. He is now 2 miles an hour, over 2 miles an hour faster than the next car, which is Darrell Waltrip. So Jeff Gordon is giving him something to shoot at here. He is the pole sitter thus far early on in Busch Pole qualifying. And let's check in with Bob Jenkins, who's standing by with our current pole sitter. Bob.
What was your question, Jeff?
What are you doing here?
They're all asking that. Well, Benny's up in the air conditioning. You understand. It's too hot down here for him.
This is not Thursday Night Thunder, is it?
Did you see it last night?
Yes, I did.
Winchester?
Yeah.
Good race. All they can say up in the booth and every place else is, wow, more than 2 miles an hour faster than anybody else. You had a good run.
You know, I tell you, these guys have done a great job, and this has got to make the guys real happy and real proud back home at the shop, because they have worked so hard on this car. You know, we wrecked our Daytona car, we wrecked our Talladega car, and we had to come back here and test, and that test has really paid off, and the hard work that they put in this race car has paid off. But, you know, we knew the car was good, but it was that extra bit of motor that they really worked on in the engine shop to really get us out there and get us going. And I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd run that long, but I'm afraid it's going to rain, and I'm not even going to be on the pole anyway.
Yeah, we're afraid of that, too. In fact, we may have to be going off the air. Pretty stiff breeze, though, blowing up through the triangle, or the tri-oval. Did that hurt you in any way?
Well, it really kind of upsets the car a little bit coming off of 4. It really plants the nose of the car and gets it a little bit loose, and it really slows you down the front straightaway. But boy, does it pick you up on the back straightaway. You know, I tell you, this is the happiest I've been at Daytona in a while, at least for qualifying. And, you know, it sure would be nice to have a good, strong run for us this weekend.
All right, he's on the pole right now. Jeff Gordon, defending Winston Cup champion.
There's the 2 team cars, 3rd and 4th, the 24 of Jeff Gordon. Right behind him, Terry Labonte. They took a look on the inside of Robert Presley. I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a move down the back straightaway if they can.
What a statement by Andy Petrie being made here as crew chief on that number 33. But here comes Gordon to the inside, and he weaves his way around Presley. With him comes his teammate, Terry Labonte, and it's going to be Jeff Gordon going back out in front. Chevrolet's running 1, 2, 3 for the moment.
Well, what a move by Gordon. Ducked down on the inside, shot all the way up to the outside, and is he going to lead this lap?
I don't look like Earnhardt.
Going to be close.
Could be either one as they come to the line.
Photo finish as far as I'm concerned on that lap.
Wallace, Spencer, Gordon side by side. Jarrett stays in front. Gordon comes back to second.
And he was hoping that they would continue to run side by side, but we knew that was not going to happen. Is Gordon going to follow Jarrett and try to pull them away from the rest of the field and then fight it out between themselves? Probably not. Here comes Jeff Gordon trying to move down on the inside. Can't do it. Now he goes to the outside.
Nice move by Gordon. Gordon pulls up. And again, you've got that Ford on the inside, Chevy on the outside, and Gordon going for the lead.
Here comes Jeff Burton in the 99 on the outside. Jarrett shuts the door. Here comes Mark Martin on the inside.
Helped by Ernie Irvin. Down to the inside comes Jarrett as they shuffle in the back straightaway at 190 miles per hour in this shootout to decide the Die Hard 500.
They come down to get the white flag this time. Then where will he make the move if he has enough to make a move?
The surprise car right now sitting there at 6th spot. Look at Jeff Bodine come into this. This is not over by a long shot.
Moments are running out. This is it. Final lap in this 5-lap shootout. You have Gordon in front, wheeling off out of turn 2, looking to the inside. Jarrett, Mark Martin right there.
Nobody's made a move yet. They're all single file down the back straightaway.
Maybe they can't make a move. Maybe they don't have enough horsepower.
Gordon has him covered. Here comes Martin peeking on the inside.
Well, Ernie took a peek on the inside, but he couldn't quite do anything with him. Now's the time. He's going to have to move now if he's going to make a pass.
The Chevy of Jeff Gordon stays first. Dale Jarrett right there in second. As they come back around, Checkers about to fall. And you're going to watch this finish at the line. It's Gordon. Jeff Gordon's won it. Checkers coming out.
First time winner, Ken.
First time that Jeff Gordon has won at Talladega. He defeats Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, Ernie Irvin, Jimmy Spencer, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this rundown at the end of one of the most amazing, spectacular Die Hard 500s we've ever seen.
That Chevrolet held off that parade of Fords.
The 15th career win for Jeff Gordon happens at Talladega, Alabama in the 1996 Die Hard 500. Let's go to Victory Lane with Mike Joy.
$160,000 bonus for winning this race. You get the point lead and your first Talladega victory.
Oh, this is awesome. And what a way to do it, man. What a shootout. I didn't know if we could do it. I knew the restart, you know, was the most crucial thing. And I thought, man, you know, we're going to have to beat them back to the line on that restart. Man, those guys, they just hammered me on the restart. And this thing really wasn't that great on restarts, but man, was it good any other time. And I tell you what, that was a lot of fun. You know, you don't want to see a 5-lap shootout here. It can get kind of nasty, but everybody really used their heads, but did a great job. And you know, I want to thank God. God was with me all day today. You know, God was with everybody. Everybody is pretty much safe after that accident. And you know, I'm just so glad to be here in Victory Lane. This is great.
Coming down for that last green flag, you knew there were a whole bunch of Fords in your future. What was your plan?
I knew there was a lot of Fords, and one of them going to go with me. And I tell you what, Mark Martin worked with me all day long. I worked with him, and you know, he and I worked well together. And that was you know, a lot of fun. Jeff Burton actually probably helped push me to the front. You know, hey, those guys are going for whoever's going to help them. And I was, you know, it didn't matter to me. I was just left out there to drive. I knew if somebody could get behind me and push me, we could get him. And I faked Jarrett a little bit, and we got a heck of a run. I got to his outside.
A great run, a great win for Jeff Gordon.
So for Ned Jarrett, Buddy Baker, Mike Joy, David Hobbs, and Dick Berggren, Ken Squire saying so long from the Talladega Superspeedway. for Jeff Gordon has won the Die Hard 500.
And I think there's all day Saturday we have a chance to be able to prove what the car can do in race trim. And that's what we really want to do is put that good finish together. We've been running fast. Maybe not qualified quite this good, but we've been running fast all year. But spam cars just have awful luck, or misfortunes. So hopefully this kind of performance like this will turn it around and we can start putting together good finishes with it.
Lake Speed coming off that great qualifying run at Talladega, trying to hang on to a front row starting spot, but last year's pole sitter is on the clock, Bob.
Indeed, Jeff Gordon up 1 in the first lap, down 2 in the second, down 1 in the third, and up 2 in the fourth.
Yeah, you guys just going over to the victory circle because I think that's the guy that's going to meet you over in a minute. 1 mile per hour, talking about getting that 51 flat. Here's a car that's going to run 51 flat. You think so? Right now, Mark Martin, 51.159. He'll be in the 50s.
How about this? Jeff Gordon was on the pole last year. Is he going to do it again this year? Let's see. He needs a 175.922 to knock Mark Martin off the pole. Did he do it?
Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Doggone it. Jeff, go back and do that again. 51.015.
How about that? And the hometown crowd loves it. Jeff Gordon is on the pole, the provisional pole for Saturday's Brickyard 400 with only about 5. Make that 4 more drivers to qualify. How about that? The scoring pylon shows the lap was at 176, and now the number 1 reflects car 24.
176.419. Jared Bunch.
Ray Abraham and the DuPont crew jumping up and down, high-fiving. Did you think he would run that quickly?
No way. We've been way off the whole time we've been here. You can ask anybody. This crew's been working hard, but that right there, that's the world's best race driver. That's a race driver right there.
What did you think he would run? I know you were talking about a 10 or a 12 or a 15, but almost a flat.
I told him, I said, look, just run a 40 and get us in the top 10. That'll be good. I said, we can gain a little bit here and there, but when he buckled in, he got here early, got in that car and put his head down, and when he does that, boy, look out.
How about that? We'll go up and congratulate your young man as he's going to try to hang on to the pole. Jeff Gordon, last year's pole sitter, has this crowd on its feet at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Bob.
There is the car that Jeff Gordon has brought into the pit area, and there's the man.
And the hometown fans are loving it.
Well, they're still celebrating. Charlie Seegers, who helps build the engines. Jeffrey, what an impressive lap. I mean, that was exciting.
Well, that's pressure. We were able to step up to the pressure today, but I don't know if that's going to be the pole, but I tell you what, that's as good a lap as we can possibly get out of this thing. I told Ray we need to tighten it up just a little bit, made a few minor changes after that last run, and I didn't get my best laps out there during practice. But I got my best one I've had so far since we've been here when it really counted. That's during qualifying. So, man, I hope to God that it sticks because I'm thrilled to death. I tell you, they're in a greater feeling than to get out of the car and have all these Indiana people and all the people from all over the country cheering you on. And it's great to be here.
What part of the lap was the hold your breath part? What was the closest part where you were really hanging on?
Which part wasn't? Man, you gotta hold your breath this whole run. This place is one of the toughest, I believe, to qualify on. And I love to qualify, and I like to hang it out on the edge, but you just really can't hang it out there on the edge too much, or you get yourself in trouble. And turn 4 was really the big one because I made it through 1 and 2 pretty good. I made it through 3, and I've been making it through 3 most of the time. Made it through there good. I said, man, 4, it's gonna get loose. I know it's gonna get loose. Just don't do what I did last year and get it too sideways. Because this year I don't know if I'll be able to straighten it out. And I kept it pretty smooth through there, and I knew I had a good lap, but I had no clue. I had no clue it was that good, and I saw some folks cheering us on, and I tell you, I was like, did I? No way. There's no way. And I got about halfway down back there, and I said, I think I did. That's awesome.
Jeff, you weren't born here, but you're an adopted Hoosier. Turn to these crowds and wave a little bit. They want to tell you how much they appreciate what this young man did. Take a listen, folks.
He grew up about 15 miles from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Pittsburgh. Won the inaugural race, was on the pole last year, is on the provisional pole here again this year. Jeff Gordon.